All right, here are my predictions for this week, or for the NFL playoffs. The entire playoffs. I'm going to give you my predictions. I think I've already done this before, but here's going to be maybe a little bit more in depth. So let's here we'll figure it out. So in the first game of the AFC, we have the Bills, and they're going to play the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think the Steelers they're at a point now where, they barely got into the playoffs. Mason Rudolph at quarterback isn't going to be good enough to beat this Bills team. I think the Bills are they got really hot at the perfect time, and they're playing some of the best football in the National Football League. Their past couple of weeks, or their past like 5 6 weeks have been really impressive. So give me the Bills on this one. Yeah. For the Chiefs and the Dolphins, this one's a little bit more interesting. When you look at the Chiefs and the Dolphins, there are two teams who are really good in the NFL. Some probably two of the best teams in the league. But the Dolphins have been shooting themselves in the foot recently in recent weeks. They lost their division. The Bills came back from behind, and in the past, it's not how you start in the NFL. It's how you finish. And December is one of the most important months when it comes to the league, the playoffs, and just everything. So December was not a good month for the Miami Dolphins. When we look at Kansas City is they have Patrick Mahomes, who will probably end up being one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. But the problem with Patrick Mahomes is they don't have receivers, and I think Andy Reid is overcomplicating their offense, which is causing them to not look as good as they should, and so and their receivers can't catch. So they've really been needing their defense to step up, and their defense definitely has been stepping up, especially led by Chris Jones. So and the temperature for this game is going to be like I think wind chill of like negative 30 or 13, something like that. I'm taking give me the Chiefs on this game. Um, It'll be an interesting one to see. Uh, Browns versus the Texans. This probably would be one of the better games of the weekend. Listen, the Browns have has shocked a lot of people. Their defense has been top five in the league easily. Their offense has been very efficient and capitalized whenever their defense does, puts them in a good position. They get the ball a lot, and their offense isn't making mistakes. Joe Flacco is one of the best game managers to ever grace a football field, and we see that now. Just Joe Flacco, what he's done for this team and organization in the past like 8 weeks has been nothing short of incredible. Comeback player of the year in my opinion. And so I'm taking. Well, let me talk about the Texans first. The Texans have been one of the better teams. C.J. Stroud missed 2.5 games, and he still had put up those numbers. Really impressive from a rookie quarterback. D'Amico Ryan at the head coach position has been nothing short of excellent. Who, in my opinion, who I think should win the NFL Coach of the Year. I think this team is very young, and I think in order for them to win this football game, they need to put up more points. Well, obviously, they need to put up more points. Their offense needs to put up more points than the defense of the Browns. If the Browns can hold this team to field goals or just even 14 points, they will lose this game. I predicted the Texans to win this game. Still thinking about it. It's something that I'm not too 100% certain on, but I'm gonna take the Texans in the upset. And no, I'm gonna give you one upset of this. Give me the Browns. When you look at the Packers versus the Cowboys. Cowboys are a team where they're number two in the NFC. They are. They have been playing some. Dak Prescott have been playing some of the best football we've seen in a long time, and it's crazy to say that Dak has put up career numbers this season, and that he's done a really good job with CeeDee Lamb, but they have not utilized their offense whatsoever, or their running game whatsoever. Their running game has been non-existent majority of the year. Tony Pollard's not a number one back. And I can't remember their number two back, but he's actually been playing better than Tony Pollard. I would say the Green Bay Packers did not expect to be where they are right now. The Green Bay Packers, going out of the last season, you look, Aaron Rodgers leaves. Is Jordan Love the next option? Jordan Love has done has bounced back and done his job to perfection. And so I think I'm taking. When we talk about the Dallas defense, they have Micah Parsons, who's played, really good this season. He's being double and triple team more often, so it's getting harder for him to look at the stats and chase stats. But their secondary, man, they are a liability. I think that's where it's going to be a problem. If Jordan Love can just dot up their offense, it's going to be a problem. So I'm going to take an upset here. I'm going to take the Green Bay Packers beating the Dallas Cowboys. Next up, you have the one of the probably another one of the game of the week for the NFC side. You have the Rams and the Lions. The Lions, they have done their job this season. They've put in work. They've showed that we are a real deal and we really want to come in and play really good football these days. And so the Lions, from top to bottom, offense and defense has gotten better. Their defense was one of the worst in the league last year. They've been a lot better this season. So I expect something to show against Puka, Matthew Stafford as he returned home, and Cooper Kupp and Kyron Williams. So looking at the Rams, I would say another coach of the year candidate. Sean McVay has been. I mean, both of these two head coaches are coach of the year candidate. Sean McVay has done an incredible job with the team he had. No one expected the Rams to even make the playoffs this season. I definitely didn't. But them going out and getting Puka, and utilizing him in their offense with Cooper Kupp being gone, just shows like Sean McVay is the real deal at the head coaching position. Winning this game, winning this game for them would be very big. It would be very, in my opinion, would be an upset. But I wouldn't hold any of these two teams behind. It's going to be a hard one to call, but give me the Lions to advance in this game. And then this last game, these two, NFC South, awful division. Being a fan of the Saints, I can say that. And looking at the Eagles, they've sucked. That's just the easiest way to say it. The Eagles have sucked from top to bottom. They just have not been a good team. And so when you look at it, like who do you pick? Do you pick the Eagles, who have sucked, or do you pick the Buccaneers, who also just lost to Carolina Panthers last week? So I'm gonna take. No, they beat the Panthers. They won like 9-0, I think, something like that. But I'm gonna take the Philadelphia Eagles. I think they'll bounce back into the playoffs, and you expect playoff teams, Super Bowl going to teams to bounce back in time for the playoffs. So hopefully they can do that. I don't know if they will, but we'll have to wait and see. So going into the divisional round, you have the Browns and the Ravens. These are two teams who are division rivals. The Ravens have been nothing short of perfection from top to bottom. I will say that out loud. They've been a really, really good team. I think the Ravens' defense is the calling card for their offense. When their defense gets going, their offense can adjust, and with shortened fields, they do their job. And so when I look at it, I'm gonna take the Ravens, because I think the Browns are a good team. I think Joe Flacco will have to deal with that defense, and that will be a little bit too much for him. We'll have to wait and see what it looks like, but that's what I think will happen. When we look at the next game, the Chiefs and the Bills. The Bills, I just talked about them. The Bills they're hot, and if they can get it out of the Steelers handsomely, and they can go into the next game, against maybe the Chiefs or the Dolphins, ready to hit the ground rolling, it'll be a game of it'll be a competitive game, a game of numbers. So the Chiefs, I think, will meet their maker at this point. I don't think the Dolphins' defense is that good, and so I think the Chiefs will definitely put up and shut up. But give me the Bills on that one. I think Mahomes' magic will work. Will work anyway. And then you have the 49ers versus the Packers. Give me the 49ers. They're the best team in the league. They've been the best team in the league all season. They had a little bump in the road, but they just shook that off, in my opinion. So give me the 49ers. The luck stops for the Green Bay Packers in San Francisco. And then you got the Eagles and the Lions. I think the Motor City Boys, they advance against the Philadelphia Eagles, who haven't been playing good down the stretch of the year. I think the 49ers will win this one and advance to the Super Bowl. And I think they will play, out of the Ravens and the Bills, this game will be a matchup to watch. How the Bills game plan and match up against the Ravens is the definitive answer of how they win. And so it's gonna suck to say, but give me the Baltimore Ravens to advance to the Super Bowl. And then this is it. Everyone's predicting this to be the Super Bowl. Two number one teams. I don't think it's ever been that, or it hasn't been that in a while. I think the 49ers from top to bottom are a great team. I think they are designed to win the Super Bowl this year, and I think they are designed to. I think they go as far as Brock Purdy takes them. The Brock Purdy has to play perfection. I think he'll have a slow first half against the Ravens in the Super Bowl, but I think he'll adjust and they will win it all against the Baltimore Ravens. I think Lamar's a great quarterback. I haven't talked to him. I haven't talked about him this entire video. But I think Lamar Jackson has to play to perfection as well. I mean, you're not going to get the same San Francisco team that they beat a couple weeks ago. Not even close. So if it's me, I'm taking the San Francisco 49ers to win it all. But let me know how you feel. Let me know what your predictions are. But yeah, I have been Davion. This has been the postgame. Peace.